Welcome to the Beyond the Vines podcast, where I interview local business owners in Sonoma County to highlight small business and grow our community. I'm your host, Amy Ehlers, a mom, realtor, and Sonoma County native, and I'm excited to connect you to some amazing people in this beautiful area that we call home. Welcome back to the Beyond the Vines podcast, and thank you for listening. I also wanted to take just a moment to thank everybody so much for voting in the Petaluma People's Choice Awards. I was so excited and honored to receive that award. So thank you so much for taking the time to vote. That was absolutely amazing, super surprising, and I'm really grateful to everyone in this community. So I just wanted to take a moment to say I appreciate you. I am here today with Gina Markle. She is the owner of G's Kimchi. I am really excited for this episode today. We go through a surprisingly large quantity of kimchi in our house, so I'm very excited to learn more. My oldest daughter puts it on white rice as her after-school snack, so go figure.
I actually forgot to bring your jar. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, that means I'm going to have to stalk you and find you.
I will bring it to you. I was nervous. I left the house in a hurry, so my bad.
No, that is amazing. That is so amazing. So I'm really excited to introduce you to Gina G. Markle, the face and flavor behind G's Kimchi. Just a heads up, she is a sailor, so if you have tiny kids in the room, you may want to put some earmuffs on them. Gina was born and raised in the Bay Area, carrying with her the rich heritage of her parents' roots in Seoul. In her childhood home, the kitchen was always alive with the sense of sesame, garlic, and ginger. The sound of metal chopsticks against ceramic bowls still fills her with nostalgia. Her mom had a true gift turning humble ingredients into unforgettable meals, and her kimchi was always a household favorite. That connection to culture, flavor, and family marked the beginning of Gina's kimchi journey. While serving in Alaska with the U.S. Coast Guard, Gina started crafting her own version of her mom's kimchi recipe. What began as a homesick attempt to bring a little taste of home into her life soon became a full-fledged passion. Before long, she was shipping out jars of kimchi daily, with demand growing faster than she had ever imagined. Now stationed in Petaluma and living in Rohnert Park with her loving husband and two amazing boys, Gina continues to share her heritage and heart through G's Kimchi. For her, it's more than a business, it's a love language, a way to honor her family's roots and bring people together around bold, beautiful flavors. As Gina says, from my family to yours, soul to soul. And with that, I welcome Gina. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
It's been so nice to meet you. It was so nice that Vanessa introduced us, and I just, I was thrilled. This is such a fun topic. So,
sure.
Yeah. So what inspired you, and we touched a little bit on your bio, but what inspired you to start G's Kimchi?
It was a total accident. So I was living in Kodiak, Alaska, and it's a remote island. There's a Walmart, a Safeway, one stoplight in town, a handful of restaurants. So I had to make my own kimchi because I wanted it. Made it and started sharing it with my friends and coworkers, and it just word of mouth spread, and I started selling it on Facebook Marketplace, and I couldn't make it fast enough. So that's the beginning of G's Kimchi.
That's amazing.
Total fucking accident.
And you shipped it out. So I had a friend, and I didn't think of it till you just said it. I had a college friend whose husband was stationed in Kodiak for years. And I remember anytime I would mail them something, it had to come on a little plane to them. Did you do that, shipping things out? Was that challenging?
Yeah, I was shipping. It wasn't challenging. It just took a little bit longer.
There you go.
Through USPS, but
I'm trying to package it to survive that, I bet.
Ice packs, all the things.
Ice packs, there you go. That's amazing. So did you grow up eating kimchi or making it with your mom, and kind of what role did that play in your upbringing?
I grew up eating it. I really didn't make it until I became an adult, and I lived in Alaska. So
yeah,
that was it. And,
That's
once I started
interesting.
making it, I called my mom, and she walked me through it. We FaceTimed and all the things. So
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And you can kind of bring technology into that tradition too. You were able to FaceTime from so far away and learn how she did it. But you kind of put your own twist on it as well.
I mean, I followed it, but yeah, I taste test it, and I make it the way I like it.
There you go.
So the kimchi in the grocery stores now are kind of salty.
Yeah.
So I don't make it as salty. I don't add any sugar.
Great.
So yeah, I put my own
I
twist
love
to
that.
it. Yeah.
What about Trader Joe's? That's where I always get my daughters.
kimchi.
Is it more salty? Or who knows?
No comment.
I love it. So how did you go from making kimchi for friends and family to launching this full-fledged business?
So in Kodiak, where it started, it got popular. And then I moved here to Petaluma, and I was like, well, let's try this again. So I put it out on Facebook Marketplace, on Nextdoor.
Wow.
Didn't really get any bites. Got a few. But I kept trying, and then people started buying it, and I was like, well, like, people like it, so let's take the next step. So I got into farmers markets. And
I was going to ask you that.
Why stop here? Let's get in the grocery store. So I'm just going with it.
That's incredible. So, can you let us know which grocery stores you're at?
Yeah, so I'm at Asiana Market in Katati and the Mekong Market in Santa Rosa.
Amazing.
For now. Yeah.
That is so cool. We got to get you at a Petaluma store.
I want to get into Petaluma Market. So
let's work on that. Anybody listening who's connected to Petaluma Market, or we know a connection to Oliver's, hint, hint, Shirley.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Yes, that would be amazing. Yeah, so that would be great. And then I wouldn't, no offense to Trader Joe's, but I wouldn't have to buy it at Trader Joe's anymore. That's fantastic. What was your like first really big yes moment, and the one that made you realize like this business is happening?
So I'd have to say, so Asiana Market, they were the first store that took on my kimchi. Mm-hmm. I gave them a case of kimchi, which is 12 jars, and it sold out in 3 days.
Wow.
So Casey, the owner of Asiana Market, called me and was like, hey, like, we're sold out. I started like bawling, like ugly
so
crying.
Cool.
I couldn't believe it.
That gave me chills.
You're like, yeah, it was unreal. And my kimchi, not that I doubted myself, but my kimchi's more expensive than the grocery store stuff, and I didn't know.
Right.
But I was in shock, and that was my holy shit, this is happening.
This is an actual business.
Yeah, it's happening.
Wow, that is so cool. Well, and I think too, it is more expensive for a reason. It's smaller production.
I mean,
more
it's just
put
me
into
making it.
Yeah,
it's fresh. It's local stuff. So
that's awesome. Yeah. That's amazing. Can you walk us through the process? Well, you know what? Let's back up. Now that I'm thinking about it, can you explain what kimchi is for anyone that doesn't know?
It's fermented cabbage. Mm-hmm. So think like sauerkraut, except spicy or with ginger and garlic.
Great.
Yeah.
And what's the process of making it?
So I get the traditional Napa cabbage kimchi. I chop up the kimchi or the cabbage. I brine it overnight with a saltwater brine.
Okay.
And the next day I rinse it like 4 times. And then I add all my ingredients and mix it. And I let it sit and ferment anywhere from 2 to 5 days, depending on the room temperature. And then after that, I put in the fridge, and it's ready to go.
And like jar it all up. And do you have like cute labels and everything?
I do.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry I didn't bring my jar.
That's okay. Hey, send me a picture of it though, so we could use it in this podcast somewhere. I'm gonna add that.
I'll bring you a jar. I'll bring it tomorrow if we're gonna be here.
Oh, I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay,
yeah,
I'll bring it.
Tomorrow's a long day. I think I've already looked at the to-do list. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, you really don't have to make a special trip.
Do you have any allergies to anything?
No.
Okay.
Bananas. I'm allergic to bananas.
There's no bananas in my kimchi.
I assumed not, so that's why it didn't pop in my head. But that's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what makes your kimchi so unique? I mean, you mentioned too, like, you kind of, not your own twist on it, but the way it tasted best to you.
Yeah. So most kimchi companies, they add MSG and sugar.
Oh, okay.
I don't add sugar. I don't add any MSG. My kimchi's a little spicier.
Ooh, yeah, my daughter
and it's
would
fresh,
really like that.
Fresher.
Okay.
So a lot of the grocery store kimchis, like their expiration date is like 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And mine, I'd say like 3 to 5 months.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, not that it'll go bad. It just, the quality goes down.
That makes total
time,
sense.
You know?
Yep. That makes I'm surprised it lasts 3 to 5 months. That's amazing, but it is fermented, so.
I mean, it doesn't last that long in my fridge, but.
So it would last a week and hours.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have a favorite way to eat it, and like any kind of unexpected pairings that you would suggest?
My favorite way with steak.
Oh, like on top of your steak?
Just bite a steak, bite a kimchi.
Bite steak, okay.
Also, like in my tacos. But I love it with scrambled eggs, avocado, bacon, and kimchi. That's like the bomb. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so my daughter's just kind of missing out by only doing like white rice.
Oh yeah, you don't have to only eat it like the Asian way. Like it tastes great.
She eats it the Asian way.
It pairs well with Mexican food.
Oh my gosh!
Or in your hamburger.
Yeah.
In your salads.
Well, and it's so healthy too. Like, do you know like any of the health benefits to it?
So I know, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit with you.
Totally.
Like, I know it's really good for your gut health, the probiotics, the lactofermentation.
Yeah.
I don't know all the science behind it.
Yeah.
I just
eat it.
I just know it's good for you.
Just make it.
Yeah.
Eat it. You eat it. It's
what
good for you.
we've eaten my whole life. Like, you know, every Korean household has it. But Yeah, it's good for your gut health.
That's so cool. Okay, so I'm going to definitely, like, this weekend push the scrambled egg situation.
Great with Mexican food. It pairs well with meat.
I mean, a taco, I don't know why we haven't thought about this. We haven't ventured very far.
Grilled cheese, a quesadilla.
Oh, my gosh.
There's just so many endless ways you can eat it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Okay, great. That's really good to know. I'm glad I asked that question. Yeah. As a veteran entrepreneur, have there been any support networks or mentors that have really helped you along the way?
Support networks? No.
Yeah.
Well, I will say the Sonoma County SBDC has helped me. So the small business, I forget what it stands for.
I've heard about this.
Small business, whatever. SBDC, Sonoma County.
Okay.
They've helped me with, setting up my LLC
Wow.
and doing a few things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a business background. I have no idea about this shit. So
Totally.
So they've helped me. But really, it's been my friends and my family, my husband, my Coast Guard coworkers who have been there for me, cheering me along the whole way.
So cool.
That's really it. It's been me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. Yeah. Where do you currently? Oh, we already talked about that. Where you currently sell? But do you still do farmers markets?
Yeah. So right now I do the Santa Rosa Farmers Lane Farmers Market once a month, the first Saturday.
That's a good big
month.
One.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
But once I get out of the Coast Guard, I'll have more time, obviously, to do some more. But I'll be at the Petaluma Eastside Farmers Market on Tuesdays.
Ooh, that's my other favorite.
Yeah, that's where I started.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's a good one. We find ourselves there more in the summer because it's Tuesdays are generally an office day for me. But when the kids are out of school, it's like, okay, now what are we up to? This whole schedule changes. But Tuesdays, that's Farmers Market Day in the summer for us.
It's small, but it's a good one.
It's a small but good one. Yeah, you can find everything. Yeah, it's great. And then you mentioned too, when you're out of the Coast Guard, do you feel like you're going to kind of really take off once that transition happens?
I hope so.
Hope so too. Again, planting the seeds with Oliver's Petaluma Market.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
that's the plan. I want to be in more farmers markets, more grocery stores. I mean, the goal is to be in at least one town, every town in Sonoma County.
Great.
End goal is to have my own commercial kitchen. I would love to sublease it out to other small businesses, small entrepreneurs like myself. That's the ultimate goal.
I love that because there's so many that need it. I know that's a big need right now.
And it's hard, and Pete Coleman, he's the chef, the owner of the kitchen, the commercial kitchen that I rent from.
Great.
He's been amazing with me.
Cool.
So I want to pay that forward and do that for other small entrepreneurs. So that's the end goal.
I love that. That's great. So what's something most people don't know about kimchi that you wish they did?
I guess the health benefits.
Yes.
I mean, again, I'm not going to BS you and tell you that I know all the science behind it, but it's really good for you. And I feel like kimchi is one of those things where you either love it or you hate it. Yeah, it smells funky. It's a strong garlic and ginger smell, but I hope that people will give it a try. If you've never had it or have never heard of it, I encourage you to try it. And it doesn't have to be mine, but just try kimchi.
Although yours might be a good place to start.
I mean...
Do you have samples of the farmer's market?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go, guys. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. That's a good place to start then, probably. So that way you can try it. That's amazing. Yeah. I don't know if it smells funky. Do people think it smells funky?
I mean, so kimchi has fish sauce in it, and I think that's what people
so maybe
smell.
that's what they smell.
I get it.
Yeah,
I do.
That makes sense.
To me, it's whatever. I've had it my whole life, but I totally understand, and it's all good. It's funky.
Totally. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Kind of coming off of business a little bit, what are 3 fun facts about you personally? Everyone's favorite question.
I'm actually a permanent makeup artist.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually was admiring your brows. I'm not going to lie while we were chatting. Okay.
Done by Sierra Fryer, everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I work at Sierra Fryer's studio. It's the permanent makeup studio in Santa Rosa.
How do you have time for all this? This is very
Girl,
impressive.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All
right. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt that. I'm just shocked.
Yeah. I don't know how I do it either. I'm a mom of 2.
Yes.
My husband and I are both in the Coast Guard.
Wow.
I do kimchi. I'm in permanent makeup. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's a lot. And that's why I'm cutting the Coast Guard out because I can't juggle it all. So
no.
So yeah, I'm a permanent makeup artist. I do brows, eyeliner, lip blushing.
Yep. Ooh, blush.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. Okay.
And then let's see, number 2. My dad he was one of Bruce Lee's teachers, martial art teachers. Yeah.
That's
so my dad
amazing.
is the founder of Sinmu Hapkido, which is a South Korean martial art.
Wow.
He was one of Bruce Lee's teachers.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What a claim to fame there.
I hate bugs.
What kind of bugs? All bugs?
All of them.
Spider. There's a big spider in my house today.
All of them.
I'm not usually that creeped out. This one was.
I get the vacuum out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I fucking hate bugs.
Yeah, no, I get
anything
that.
Anything flying
yeah.
on my face, butterflies, ladybugs, I hate them.
Even the butterflies and
I
ladybugs.
sound like such a city girl, but I'm not. I'm from Pacifica.
Isn't that funny?
I hate them.
What about camping? Are you okay camping?
I just got back from camping. I was fine.
You were fine. Okay.
Fine.
But if they're in your house, obviously that's not a good place to be. No. Yeah, no. I agree. That's where I kind of draw the line. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I would not have thought about you.
that's fact number 3.
I love it. Is there anything I might have missed that you would really like listeners to know?
I guess if you haven't tried kimchi, check it out.
Very cool.
You might love it, you might hate it, I don't know, but it's super good for you and it tastes great, in my opinion. Yeah.
I love it. Do you ever get people at the farmer's market that try it that are like grossed out? Or if they're trying it, they like it already?
I've had a couple people like walk away like, oh, it's not my favorite. I'm like, yeah, it's all good. But I've also had a lot of people that tried kimchi for their first time and they ended up buying a jar. And I mean, they look like they like it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do you live under a fucking rock? Like, how have
Where
you
have you
never
been?
heard of kimchi or
I'm
had
actually
it?
thinking when you said that, I feel like maybe I did buy a jar from you in Petaluma a while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
At
I
the
actually
farmer's
kind of,
market?
yeah.
Like
I'm going to,
probably like over a year ago.
yes.
Wow.
Like, were you there last summer?
I don't remember.
Okay. When
Everything's
you said
blurring
that, I
together.
was like, I feel like we had a jar in our fridge from you.
Like, I've been in farmers markets for 2 years now, and I started out the Petaluma side one.
Yeah, that's so funny. Maybe when I see your label, I'll be able to like confirm.
So right now it's in a little mason jar, ball
Cute.
mason jar,
Yes.
labels on top. But I'm working on new labels. Like
No, I'm pretty sure I bought some from you. That's really funny. But it didn't occur to me till you said, like, when people walk away, like, that's when it clicked. I was like, oh, yeah, we had some in our fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Cool.
That's very funny. Funny connection. Yeah, no, I think that's a great, for encouraging people to try it, definitely. So where can listeners find you? I know we've mentioned the stores. Do you have, like, an online presence or social media?
Yeah, so my Instagram handle, get a pen, everyone.
Okay, I'm actually going to write this down while I have it.
So it's Gina G Kimchi, so GINAJI Kimchi, KIMCHI. That's my Instagram handle.
Cute.
And then my website is jiskimchi.com. So JIS Kimchi.
JIS Kimchi. Perfect.
And I ship a lot across, the U.S. I've shipped to Hawaii. I've shipped to Alaska.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that would be good. Good to know that you ship for, I just like to send people things like if they've moved somewhere and they're kind of missing the taste of home or like that would be a good way to like kind of comfort people when they've moved.
Totally. And a lot of people that buy online they're, coasties that I've known that are stationed somewhere else or like people that want to send their family member kimchi.
Yep.
So
love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
So good to meet you. And thank you so much for listening. If you like what you hear, please be sure to like and subscribe, learn more about Sonoma County and all that we have to offer here.